Morning, sir. You're Lester Ballard or Ballard. And Mr. Ballard, in cause number 24, DCCR 1882, you're charged with a second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's from July 8th of 2024. Your indictment alleges that you were previously convicted of the third-degree felony offense of stalking on June 11th of 2007, and after that was final, you were convicted of the third-degree felony offense of assault with bodily injury on a family member.
Courtroom report, sentencings and plea deals. In a recent session of the 24th District Court, multiple felony cases were brought forward, each highlighting serious criminal charges and the difficult choices faced by defendants. Johnny Rayon was convicted of evading arrest with the use of a vehicle.
And that's from October 22nd of 2010. What that means is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty and those two prior convictions are true, then you would be considered a habitual offender with a minimum punishment of 25 years up to 99 years or life in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And I have here on the computer a plea bargain rejection that has your signature on it with Mr. Parker's that shows that the District Attorney's Office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty. And that would be on count one only. To count one only, which is the second-degree felony.
In line with a plea agreement, the court sentenced him to 10 years in prison. Lester Ballard faced a more complicated situation.
Aggravated assault that you're charged with. And it would be for a cap of 5 years in prison, which means you would be leaving your punishment up to me. I couldn't give you more than 5 years if I accepted that plea agreement. I could give you 5, I could give you less. It would depend on the information that was brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to reject that and have a jury decide if you're guilty or not, and then let them decide your punishment. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you go to trial and what your
He was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a second-degree felony dating back to July 8, 2024.
options are. And do you understand all of that?
Yeah. And when I was speaking with him, I didn't want to sign it until I spoke with you.
Okay.
And sign it, he was going to tell you that I rejected it.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to speak with you to get a clearer understanding.
Okay. All right. What do you not understand?
I wanted to get a clear understanding of speaking with you about it.
Okay.
Because
Prosecutors also pointed to 2 prior convictions, stalking in 2007 and assault causing bodily injury to a family member in 2010.
there was somebody that pulled a gun on me.
So hang on. Here's the thing. I'm not going to talk to you about the facts of the case. All right, so that's what your attorney's for. That's what a jury's
I
for.
relayed all this information to the district attorney's office, and they're aware of all this stuff.
Okay, so Mr. Park, you've told him these things about what happened. He's told Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith's made his offer. You can either take it or let a jury decide. We're not going to negotiate. I'm not going to get into the negotiations because that's not the time to do it. I also don't want you to say anything on the record right now that would potentially hurt you later in a trial. Okay, so what I need to know is, do you want to accept that plea agreement for a cap of 5 years, or do you want to let a jury decide? If you didn't do it, that's what juries are for.
If found guilty at trial with those priors confirmed, Ballard could be sentenced as a habitual offender, facing a minimum of 25 years to life.
Right? Okay, so you can't, if you plead, here's the thing, if you want to plead guilty, you're going to swear under oath that you're telling the truth. I'm going to ask you the question, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Are you pleading guilty because you did it? If you didn't do it, then that's what a jury's for. So do you want to reject that offer and go to trial?
The district attorney's office had offered a plea deal. Ballard could plead guilty to the aggravated assault charge with a maximum of 5 years in prison, leaving the final sentence up to the judge.
I was asking about the speedy trial as well.
So we do not have any type of backlog here in this court. Cases are getting tried as quickly as we can possibly try them every single week. So every trial gets a speedy trial as I can possibly give it. All right?
The reason why I asked that, because I'm around people who say they've been there 2 years in the county.
There are different things in different cases that cause them sometimes to go longer. Sometimes it's a different court. Sometimes it's just the facts of the case. Sometimes it's DNA. But I can assure you that we will do it as quickly as we possibly can.
After lengthy discussion, Bullard weighed his options between the plea agreement and risking a jury trial with far harsher consequences. Preston Fontanet previously pled guilty to unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon.
All right, so do you want to reject that offer and go to trial, or do you want to accept the offer?
In between now and whatever the
I don't get to,
situation is.
no, here's the thing. After today, if you place your case on the trial docket, my trial docket isn't somewhere where I put cases so that there's some more negotiation or you get a lesser deal later. Today's the day if you want to take a deal. If you don't, if it's on the trial docket, your choices are either going to be to plea open to me or to take it to trial, because that's how I keep my trial docket moving so that it doesn't get.
However, during sentencing, he denied committing any crime at all, contradicting his earlier plea. The judge rejected his plea agreement and ordered the case set for trial.
Too big and people aren't waiting on trial for a long time. Mr. Smith, is there any reason to believe that that offer would change? Okay, so the offer is what it is. Take it or leave it. What do you want to do?
I'll take it.
I want to make sure you understand what you're going to do and say on the record, however.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no, so I might as well take it.
No, there's no might as well take it. Either you did it and you're guilty of it, or you let a jury decide. You're not going to stand in front of me and say, I didn't do it, but I'm just going to take a deal. It doesn't work that way.
Lentavius Strickland, only 19 years old, pled guilty to evading arrest with a motor vehicle and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle.
I can't allow you to do that. Go talk to your attorney about it and y'all let me know what you want to do. I'll hold it for now. Good morning. You're Preston Fontanet? And Mr. Fontanet, you were previously in court and entered a plea of guilty to unlawfully possessing a firearm by a felon. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
While in custody awaiting sentencing, he was involved in multiple fights. Concerned about his behavior, the judge sentenced him to probation rather than immediate prison, but with strict conditions.
Okay, so Mr. Fontanet, in this pre-sentence report, you stated, I didn't really commit a crime at all. I didn't do anything at all. So if you didn't do anything and you didn't commit a crime, why did you plead guilty when you were here before?
Strickland received a 10-year probated sentence for evading arrest and a 5-year probated sentence for unauthorized vehicle use.
Feel like you have a choice.
Okay, so are you saying that you did not reach into your waistband, pull out a black object, drop it on the ground, and then kick it underneath the car, and it turned out to be a black Glock 43X 9mm? You didn't do that? Okay, then I'll reject this and we'll get your case set for trial. I will not accept any plea agreements. You'll go to trial or your plea open to me. You can go back with the bailiff.
He must also complete a 90-day in-custody program focused on decision-making and personal responsibility. Any further misconduct will trigger the original prison sentences. In addition, Strickland was formally warned that, under Texas law, he is prohibited from possessing firearms or ammunition due to his convictions.
All right, sir, are you Lentavius Strickland? And Mr. Strickland, you were previously in court, entered pleas of guilty to evading arrest or detention with the use of a motor vehicle, as well as unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. I've received the pre-sentence report and reviewed that. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that?
Yeah, Your Honor.
State has, Judge.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None more, Judge.
Not from the state, Judge.
In addition to that, I have reviewed your jail incident reports. Everyone's been given a copy of those as well. Have y'all both had an opportunity to review those?
Yes, Judge.